Quick kick out.
And welcome back to Greengrocer Park, the Greengrocer Park, and we've seen the ball go forward for West Coast, who my understanding is kick. See young Grego around this ball. He's opposed there to Baskerville. Ball thrown up. Maguire got first use. Flynn's going to be really important for the West Coast. Petrocelli went to early stages, first term, WAFL action. Flynn got a hand on it. Petrocelli, prominent early, a snap on goal. Good result in a goal, in fact. And
ball in. Centre wing here, Good Grocer Park. Flynn falls at his feet, gets the handball out. Left behind, Lucasen.
Who's around this football for West Coast? I saw that Moritz came on. As champion went to the bench. Flynn again. Dangerous around the football. Back to Maguire. Hand in on the boundary. Sold some foot candy. Nice little tribute there to Andrew Cracker. Inside 50 for West.
Very, very hard to defend, as it was shown just then. We go back to the middle. Maguire wins it down, but it goes to Flynn. Little short kick by Lucasen. Won't go any. Untucked shirt this year. Like it, not like it.
I'm a bit more of a fan of tradition in that space. I think he could probably tidy himself up. He's not doing the reserves out there at Central Wheatbelt or anything.
It is. Beautiful ground. Flynn wins it down. Out the back. In at the cold face. A few there. And Flynn got the flicked handball out. Livingston going to go one-on-one. He's a big boy. Oh, and he turns. He faked to no one. He's going to...
26 degrees. Jansen in the ruck for East Fremantle. Flynn went early. Got the tap down. Ball trapped for a moment of time. Milan Murdoch, plus.
Lucasen, one of the co-skippers for West Coast this year, finds the big man Flynn. Away, but he's going to stand under it. That 40 out directly in front for West Coast goal. Flynn knocks it forward. Plenty of players around the contest, breaking away, stolen, and it looked like...
Falls in the hands there of Bo Allen. Goes with an adventurous hand pass, finds Flynn. West Coast have it with Johnson. Back to Allen, did the old don't argue. 23 and a half minutes played. They trail by a couple of kicks. Flynn got first use. Grego threw that out. Umpire didn't see it. Broadcast side of the ground, you're on 7+ Sport. West Coast trail, East Fremantle 2-2 to East Fremantle 4-1.
West Coast, good clearance. An extra number here. Either side, sitting one in the defensive side of the contest. Johnston again.
Grocer Park here in beautiful East Fremantle. And didn't the Eagles need that? Flynn, from a stationary bit of play, he did parve it down there to Johnson, followed up his own ball and got it back. Gee, Flynn looks fired up, goes back and board there to Johnson. Has to be getting rid of the ball eventually. Flynn's going to get it back again. He's got Grego in support. Gee, they mucked that up, West Coast. Probably had 4 or 5 opportunities just to clear the ball from that centre-half forward position. He's opposed there to Tom Joyce. Grego. Flynn dominating the ruck. Johnson had absolutely no chance. Driven into the Milan Murdoch. Multiple fairest and best winner at the East Fremantle Football Club. Of course, a Simpson medalist in the state game last year. And the 23 grand final win.
Maguire wins it down and then follows up his own work, but then it gets caught around his ankles. He goes and collects. Maguire stumps it in inside 50. Flynn, the big man, got to be careful. Run down from behind. East Fremantle take the advantage.
Back in the ruck as we start the second term. Flynn wins the tap. Has he won a free kick? He has. So we'll come back to Grego. There may have been a...
Maguire come back over. Flynn wins it down comfortably. Looking to go forward. Been tightly held today by Dunscombe. Flynn wins it forward. Here goes champion. Opportunity, and happy to just take that one out over the line. This quarter so far. 2 opportunities they've had. Livingston and Lucasen both missing Brings the margin back to 6 points. Here on 7+ app. Thank you for joining us. Round 1 of the Sullivan Logistics WAFL season. Champion gets
the old Murphy's Law, you can have it down your end, but if you don't make it count, it can often go down the other end for a quick goal to the opposition. East Fremantle, Murdoch was cleaned up there by Flynn. A ball up just outside 50. Broadcast side of the ground. Good effort there by Maguire. Ball tracks in the direction there. As we wait for the ball to be thrown in. Good throw in too. Flynn, again first use, tapped it forward. Again, West Coast working hard. Flynn on all fours. Good tackle applied. Bennett, was he adjudged holding the ball? No. Today, I don't think he's really appreciating being left out of the seniors. Umpire says to play on. Tap down. Leggett took full advantage of that. Go. And we'll have a ball up just in front of us here on the in between the half-forward line and the broadcast wing with East Fremantle into attack. East Fremantle have gone to 6-3, courtesy of that goal off the boot there of Erdley. They lead West Coast 4-4-28. For those that have just joined us, 6 3/4 minutes played second term.
Gets now into the contest. Who's going to extract it out? It is West Coast. Flynn to Grego, and here's Malachi Champion. He runs backwards away from Marsh. Fremantle defender. West Coast have an opportunity here. Flynn again. He's going to try and, well, he's just absolutely WWE wrestled Sharks defender. It's a bit of fire in this game. Enjoyable contest so far. There's going to be a push out here. Who's it going to? Matt Flynn, is it? Bigger body. So he's been important as there's a little scrap on in the middle as well. Luke Yo involved. Here comes Petrocelli. Went too hard at it. It's going to fall out. Champion. Avery brings the ball back into play. Flynn should mark this, and he does comfortably. Has plenty of height on Jansen. This is where East Freo... Well, this is what East Freo did to West Coast in the first quarter, but East Freo made them pay as he kicks into the pocket. A few jumpers there. Is there someone who's grabbed it? No. Petrocelli than that. Left at half forward by himself and strolled in, kicked it into the open goal square. As we go back to the middle and West Coast are going to come out. Grego takes a bit.
Could be the difference here for West Coast. If they can get on top, you would think it would be off the back of their big man.
He kicks into forward 50. Big pack. Who's off hands at the bottom?
Lead at this stage, 8-4-52, 5-6-36. 23 minutes played. Second term. Lucasen up, he's manned up now. Lengthy throw in. Flynn, eyes for the ball. Good tackle there by Walsh. Now that was holding the ball for me. Umpire was the wrong side of it. Flynn takes them on. Got to go with a hand pass. Went instead with a 3-metre kick. The Sharks repel for the moment. Good contest here with Bazzo and Leggett. Ball.
Biggest lead of the game, 21 points in favour of East Fremantle. One down by Jansen. Goes and follows up his own work. Going to be wrapped up by East Fremantle as we get back underway at the Good Grocer Park. Matt Flynn wins the tap down, flicked it out the back. Allen got dealt with by Marsh. He can't quite pick it up and then
Shanahan crosses a chalk of 50. Awkward approach. Not necessarily going to make the distance, but it doesn't matter because the tall timber was down there. Flynn played in. He is Jace.
Certainly is.
And Flynn will bang this through. The former Giant kicks a vital goal for West Coast. And they go now to 6-7.
4:58, East Fremantle leading the Eagles 6-7-43. Thanks to Matt Flynn's goal just before that break. Good mark by Shanahan against Jansen, and that's the choice Bill Monahan's going with. He's got the height, but Jansen probably the athleticism as that's a throw.
Flynn and Jansen to resume the ruck battles. Flynn was beaten this time quite convincingly there by Jansen.
15 points, 10-4-64, 7-7-49. Matt Flynn, who's having an absolute day out, wins the tap down, but it's going to be Murdoch who's going to...
Bo Allen looks a very likely type. Flynn takes a strong mark, probably the best game of football I've seen him play. Oh, stray elbow at the last second.
Just an extra little bit of grippo. Flynn wins it down again. That's the well, that's the matchup, isn't it, that West Coast have to exploit just before, but some silliness from Matt Flynn to overturn his mark. He wins it down again. As Yo's wrapped up.
Have an answer, do they, at the moment? As you said, it's just the Eagles midfielders that need to jump on board, and you would suggest that Beau Allen can be one of those.
And Flick's just behind Lucasen, so Flynn again on the 50 for East Fremantle.
Beau Allen, Grego, Flynn, Jansen. Another hit out there for Flynn, follows up his own ball. Players run out of real estate here of the good Grosser Park down here at East Fremantle. Players are enjoying this magnificent facility as Allen, with his shorts down, goes by hand to Flynn. Still he goes in the jocks, or the briefs I should say. Inside 50 for West Coast, important! And Shanahan
To Jack Petruccelli to get the margin back to 22 points. Jansen wins it down ahead of Flynn, and the Sharks break it. So ball up, only metres from the East Fremantle goal. Lawrence again just took that one from the Flynn tap.
here for West Coast. They need to clear.
Maguire with Flynn. Flynn wins it down again, this time to the safety of the boundary. Murdoch did well. Bennett, still Murdoch. Handball on to Joyce, looking to break the tackle. Bennett looks to centre. Off hands, if it one around the ground. That's because Maguire's been so good in front of goal. He just nuzzles Flynn under the ball.
Was a note following this game. They've broken even here, the Eagles. 3 goals each. The Sharks have added 3-2
Quick kick outside the 50. Shanahan.
for three-quarter time. So really an important takeaway. Flynn went with the knee as opposed to the hand. Jansen will know about it tomorrow morning. Gets the hand pass back. Go inside 50 with plenty of class around this ball. Harrison Marsh being one of those. Murdoch. Flynn belts it away. Good start here for West Coast. Champion just pushed off the ball.
As the siren sounds for the fourth quarter, as Flynn has the chin strap on from a hit potentially in that quarter. But it's East Fremantle. East Fremantle's goal kicking to the left of screen, intercepted by Petruccelli, and the Eagles are out here. On the outside, the bounce for Yo wasn't favourable, but he's able to step around.
Probably lucky there, the East Fremantle Sharks. Ball thrown in. A kick on goal. It has been a result of a score of love. Flynn kicking a goal. He's sporting the number 48. And an opportunity now for West Coast to go forward, but it's cut off here by goal of the afternoon. They lead at the moment 14-7-91 to West Coast 9-8-62. Flynn, another possession, high, up and under ball.
I like that.
Oldie but a goodie, Jace. Had to slip it in somewhere for all the 90s fans out there. Got to be of a certain vintage to West Coast at this stage. They've kicked their 9th of the game so far, 9-8. They trail East Fremantle 4-8, so I make that you're a ruckman in the fourth quarter. You're just fighting for the ball. I think at times, as much as we obviously rate the umpires, they can be a little bit tough.
Well, that's a good handball to break.
For West Coast today, he certainly had his responsibilities well and truly full all day. Big leap there from Jansen. Hand pass comes out to Allen.
25-point margin now in favour of the Sharks as Flynn wins it out of the ruck and kicks it straight back inside forward 50 for the Eagles. Jumpers, but they're able to regain, although collected by Yo. Gets it to Flynn. He kicked quickly inside forward 50. Player going back is Shanahan, and he's been tunnelled. Oh.
Part. West Coast from the middle of this stoppage again. Been under pressure all day. Allen lost the ball. Play eventually sorts itself out. Flynn. And of course, East Fremantle with the game in hand, you would suggest, leading 16-10 to West Coast 11-10. So a 30-point lead to the Sharks. Baskerville somehow gets it inside.
Just forward of centre for the Sharks. Ball thrown in. Flynn wins it down. Jansen steals it from Marsh and now gets the kick away forward.
Summer has come to a close, so we'll just worry about that next year. Flynn taps the ball forward. Lucasen kept his feet. Just as I said that, he went to his, says, give it to me, gentlemen. I'll throw it back up. So the ball's crept forward some 6 to 7 metres. Grego put some body on. Marsh, that being Harry.
The gain for the Eagles. They were looking the goods earlier in the quarter. Got it back down to 19 points, but it's been all the Sharks since then. And they now lead by 26.
Only a few moments ago it was 30 points, wasn't it?
Certainly was. The experience of East Fremantle coming to the top.
Effort.
I agree.
I think just body, size and experience.
Yeah, certainly agree with that.
Pull back in the centre. Flynn continues to battle his way. Yo had it.
Ball up, back in the middle. 43 points the margin. And the Sharks come out.
Takeaway. Be good to see them finish maybe with a couple of goals just to lessen the heartache for Kyle Horsley. But been a very good day for Bill Monahan to start off season 2025 here at the Good Grocer Park. Umpire calls play on. Interesting. So 2011 to the Sharks. West Coast 12-10. Another whistle too far away, you would suggest, from the final siren. Nearly 33 minutes played. Been a long quarter. Flynn probably fallen away from the contest this last quarter.